Hello. My main question is with this creating of our own experience and our own world and our own vortex and all that, I have come to an idea that even through the bad stuff, it is possible to manifest what we want, even when we're not thinking about what we want. Because with our own creation, we can rewrite our own rules to create what we want, even when that's not what we're thinking about at the time. Even though I have a great belief in balance, and I want to experience the bad with the good, I also believe that I can create it so that I have a way to figure out what I want and how that goes through, even just through the bad.
Rather than call it badness, let's call it less than wanted, because there are degrees of it, and unless you let the momentum really get carried away, it won't be bad. It's just preferred and less preferred.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just couldn't quite think of the correct wording, but that's mostly what I'm thinking of.
When you think about creation and you think about the power of your own mind, or the ability of your own mind to focus, and you understand about the laws of the universe, and you witness the evidence of the law of attraction, and then you make the personal association between a thought and a feeling and an eventual manifestation, then don't you have everything you need?
Yeah, the only thing I'm thinking about is it possible to possibly rewrite the rules that we normally go by, even for things that appear unrewritable because of the rules we're reading?
You can't actually avoid that. Whatever you've got going on, whatever you do believe, is integrated into the way you interpret everything that then comes. A belief is an active thought. So the law of attraction cannot make a workaround any active thought that you've got going on. But what you can do is let that disabling thought become less and less active. Something that you said that we really want to emphasize, because we think this is really the most important part of this conversation, is that, as our friend's uncle said to him, there are negative things that happen. So consider this. What if you came into this physical experience intending to live big dreams, to have big impact, to enjoy life in a big way? And so that's the vibration that you came in on, and that's what's in your vortex right away. And then you are born as a human, you get indoctrinated as a human, you get used to the way humans think, you get used to their rules and the way they have learned to cohabitate and be together, and you pick up drag without even knowing you did. You pick up resistance that's in your way, and so through life you begin feeling a little less free and a little less free, a little less eagerness like you came in with. But with each one of those experiences, you reinforce your central message to yourself. I want to feel good. I want to be alive. I want to be free. I want to have passion. I want to make a difference. I want to feel good. I want to have clarity. So everything that is seeming to be bad is actually adding clarity. So what if you had managed, because you like to go fishing, or because you like to surf, or because you like to swim, or because you like to walk, or because you like to run, or because you like to meditate, or because you like to appreciate, what if you had a habit of often being in the receiving mode? You didn't make a big deal about it, you just got there because it's where you naturally are. Your cork will float unless you hold it under. So let's say that you're tuned into that more often than you know, and you receive the inspiration to walk right into trouble. Do you think it's possible that your inner being would lead you into contrast? Yes. Your inner being will lead you into contrast, because contrast isn't bad, contrast is good. Your inner being would lead you into the basis of your evolution. Yes, your inner being would. So that's why we say things are always working out for you, even when you don't think things are working out for you, because sometimes that situation that you don't think is a good one leads you to a launching of a rocket that wouldn't have been launched if you hadn't had that experience, which will lead you to a joyful later motion through the tube of creation and manifestation than you could have had otherwise. Did you follow that? Your inner being will inspire you to things you think you do not want in order to help you to give birth to what you do want, because it takes life to decide. There are so many parents who want to say to their children, I'll help you with your desires. You want a college education, and you want it to be in these fields because they pay off. And you want to say, go away from me, because you want your own life to be the birther of these new desires. And so your inner being so has your back and your front and your middle and your top and your bottom. Your inner being has you coming and going. Your inner being knows you. Your inner being knows who you are. Your inner being is you. Your inner being knows what you came in for. Your inner being knows what's in your vortex, and your inner being knows everything along your physical trail that will enhance what you are looking for. And all that we're ever talking about is how to get out of your own way so that you can live what you intend to live. Now you get here in this physical body. We made it sound a little bit like all of that was predetermined and that you're just sort of, you need to get happy and follow your bliss, what you were predestined to live. That's not what we meant at all. We meant that you had this strong intention to give and receive value and to feel really, really good, to be an uplifter and to uplift. So you get into your physical body and you're inspired into situations that produce the life-giving properties that keep you living happily ever after in this physical body. And the majority of people over about 11 years of age, it's a little bit of a variable, but it's about right there, aren't listening from within. They're trying to take their clues from other humans around who don't know anything about you, who just really want to contain you so you don't bother them. So when you begin to get a whiff of who you really are, and when you quiet your mind enough to begin to feel some of the consciousness that is really you focused through your body, you can return. That's why we said it's like a rebirthing. You can return to the intentions that you held. And we want you to hear this powerful, important statement. While what's in your vortex the day you are born matters a lot, you're adding to it every day after, and that matters more, because it is from this time-space reality that you are finding the pieces that are the basis of your point of attraction. So it really is quite simple, isn't it? Life causes you to create a vibrational reality that keeps calling you, and you feel good if you go and you don't feel good if you don't go. That's basically it. So if somebody says, what is happiness? Happiness is fulfilling your own intentions. Well, how do I know when I'm fulfilling my own intentions? You feel good every step along the way. How do I know when I'm not? You don't feel good. That's why taking other people's advice and doing what other people think you should do hasn't felt good to you ever. Because not one of you said, I'll go forth and I will find a leader and I will follow that leader. And I will do what that leader thinks is best for me. None of you said that. What all of you said is, I'll go forth with all that I have evolved to be into a new environment which will attract more from me. And new ideas will be born because of me and about me. And I will give birth to these new rockets of desire. And I will pay attention to my guidance system. And I will follow my bliss into joyous creative experience after joyous creative experience after joyous creative experience.
Thank you. I feel like I understand a lot more about really everything at this point now. Thank you very much.